I noticed with him, he wasn't really complaining about hunger. He wanted it. He wanted to feel good. He didn't really.
So we're identical twins, but for the next 7 days, we're living completely different lives. I'm only drinking juice.
And I'm still eating food.
At the end of the week, we're gonna see who looks better, who feels better, and at what point will I give out. I'm not gonna give out, but we're gonna find out. So the reason for this 7-day juice fast is to reset my system and eliminate any excess waste that may be lying within.
It's also for experimental purposes. We're trying to see which method loses weight more efficiently.
He'll be in a calorie deficit and I'll be in a fasted state. Also, by the end of the week, we'll see who maintains or loses more muscle mass. So the rules are simple. For the next 7 days, I'm ingesting nothing but juice.
And I'm on a strict calorie deficit.
Each day of the week, we're gonna be tracking our energy, our mood swings, our digestion, and our sleep throughout the week.
We're still working out, so we're also tracking performance. My protein's coming from real foods and protein bars. His from plant-based protein powder.
Each day, I'm gonna be ingesting 45 ounces of juice. I'm gonna be having another 30 ounces through water, which is where I'm gonna take the protein powder with.
Good morning, good morning. First day of your juice fast. No food, only juice. The fast begins. Are you ready? No? You're not ready? Get up, because we gotta go get the stuff. Let's go.
Alright, so we finished the juice. This actually made, each jar is about 18 ounces. So we got 18. This is equal to about 54 ounces of juice. It actually made a little bit more than expected. So I thought it was gonna make 45. So we got 54 ounces, which is not bad. So I'm gonna actually taste this for the first time, which it's actually not bad. It kind of tastes like apple juice, but with like a kick of like the cilantro. You don't really taste the ginger. Actually, no, I feel it now. It's like in the back of the throat. You kind of taste it. I feel like if I were to put this in the fridge, it would actually give it more of like that icy feeling. I don't like it warm, so I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and this is what I'm gonna be drinking for the next 7 days. So this is the protein. This is the protein powder in the water right now. It should look like pure dirt, but we're gonna see what it tastes like. It's actually not bad. It tastes like pure chocolate, like cocoa powder, like in its raw form, but it's not bad. It has like a smooth taste to it, I'm gonna be honest with you. We can actually add a little bit more water because it's kind of thick. But yeah, we're gonna work out right now. And then I'm gonna finish off the drink later on. Yeah, so I already drunk my first bottle. I already drank my first 18 ounces of the juice, so we're about to work out right now. So we're about to mix the water with the protein powder. This is chocho powder. This is the cacao flavored. So we're gonna catch you after the workout. All right, so as my brother was doing his set, I just came to this conclusion. I am 95% sure throughout this whole week, when we work out, I will have a bigger pump than him due to the fact that I'm on juice, nothing but juice, and that's just straight carbs. So this is post-workout. The pump is it's a little bit bigger than what I usually have. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm guessing because it's the carbs from the juice. My energy levels are completely fine. Like I've said, I've done fast before, not week-long fast and not a week-long juice fast. So as of right now, my energy levels are sustainable and I feel completely fine. I was able to push through the whole workout. However, I also had the protein powder with the water, about 16 ounces, before and in between the workout, and I'm about to have one right now.
Yep. I feel great. You know, I haven't ate my first meal yet, but I have been taking in my protein. I feel good. I'm not tired yet, not fatigued. I feel as normal as any day.
Look, I'm eating my dinner right now. I'm making it right here. See that? This one's drinking his juice. And yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. First day.
All I've drunk all day. It's the only thing. This is the second batch, by the way. So this is currently the end of day one. It's about like 10:30 at night. We're about to go to bed. So I finished all 54 ounces of the juice. I had about 3 water bottles to use to have the 80 grams of the protein powder, 20 per scoop. And I feel fine. So, like I said, I've done these fasts. I've done fasting before, so 24 hours is nothing to me. I want to see what happens by the 72-hour mark and going forward. So as of right now, I feel fine. I feel a little bit sleepy, so I feel like I'm gonna be able to get a good night's sleep. I don't think I'm gonna be up that late. And yeah, we're gonna see you tomorrow. And stay tuned for day 2. So this is day 2 of no food, only juice. So we just got up. Right now, my energy's fine. However, I'm starting to feel the fast right now. I'm starting to feel a little bit of hunger, and my stomach is feeling a little bit empty. But other than that, my mood, pretty much the same from yesterday. My energy is pretty much the same. Only thing that's getting me right now is my appetite.
I'm still okay. My body's a little sore from working out yesterday. Other than that, I've been hitting my goals, my eating habits. They haven't changed. So yeah, I feel okay. I'm a little tired, because I've been digesting real food. My digestion is a little messed up.
I'm pretty sure that by the end of, I think that when I start to drink my first batch today, I'll feel a little bit better in terms of hunger. But I feel as if when we get to the end of day 2, the end of today, I feel like going into day 3, that's when the hunger is gonna start really kicking in. So we'll stay around to find out. Quick side note, so yesterday, like every hour, I had to take a piss. I didn't go to the bathroom, but I was pissing like crazy. The liquid is actually pulling through. So this is day 2 of my juice fast. I got all 3 of my juices already pre-made right here. And yeah, I'm gonna start it up right now. I'm gonna drink my first batch. I'm telling you though, this box of bakery stuff look mad good right now. But we're gonna stick to the juice. So I'm actually in the middle of my workout right now, and as you can see, I'm putting in the protein powder. So I forgot to mention earlier that this is not just regular protein powder. It's a plant protein, and it actually has 9 grams of fiber per scoop, which is actually gonna help me eliminate any excess waste added in with the juice that I'm drinking throughout the day. This is TMI, but usually when we fast, nothing really comes out when I go to use the bathroom. But because I've been juicing and my protein powder has 9 grams of fiber per scoop, a lot came out just now. So this is just showing you the eliminating waste part aspect of the juice fast. So far, it's actually, it's looking up to its expectations. Really reading it. All right, so this is midday. It's around 6 o'clock for the juice fast. As you can see, we're building a puzzle to occupy the time. Right now, my energy is actually pretty good. I feel stable. I'm doing okay for right now. The workouts are getting me sore as normal. That's as predicted. Nothing else really. With my food intake, my energy levels are pretty much maintained throughout the week, so that's a plus. My mood is a little irritable because I could smell the food being cooked downstairs. Obviously, I want, but I'm sticking to the juice. Currently, I've done all 4 protein waters, and I'm down to 2 juices. So I only have 1 more juice left, and I'll drink that when he eats his dinner. So we'll continue the puzzle and stay tuned for day 3. Alright, so I'm here doing the puzzle by myself because my brother went downstairs to go eat. I went downstairs and my aunt and my mother made burgers, a black bean and tomato salad. She looked mad good, but fuck. I drank my juice, so I'm pretty much done. So I'm gonna continue building this puzzle. Sugar cravings have been low for the most part. It's the food that I kind of want, like the meat almost, like the chicken, the steak. That's kind of what I want. Not so much the carbs, but it's really the meat that I'm kind of craving right now. All right, so this is day 3 of me only drinking nothing but juice.
And me only eating food only in a deficit.
So currently we just got up. We're still doing the puzzle, but we're about to work out, about to hit legs, which is something that I don't want to do. But
I'm
I'm gonna
on a
make
deficit and I still don't want to hit legs.
exactly. So I'm gonna make the juice later on, and as of right now, my energy levels are fine. I actually feel more energized than I usually do. My stomach feels like I feel lighter. If that makes any sense, I feel lighter on the inside, internally, and I don't feel as heavy as I would have eaten the way I used to. So currently day 3 of the juice fast. I'm making another batch for the next 2 days.
I'm making some burger patties, some eggs, real simple.
He's sticking
Nothing
to
crazy.
his diet, and obviously I want both of this right now, but I'm just gonna stick to my juice. Last time I forgot to strain the juice, which I'm going to do today. Make the juice a little bit more smooth in consistency. So let's see how I feel later. So this is day 4 of me drinking only juice for the whole week. Currently my bloating is definitely less than it was in the beginning of the week. My hunger starts to come in more around 4 or 5 o'clock later in the day. I'm not really hungry when I first get up, but we just finished working out, so it's currently around 12 o'clock. I had my juice before we worked out, and I just had the protein with the water after we worked out. So hunger is pretty sustainable right now.
With the meals I'm having, I'm pretty sustained. Not really much cravings. Bloating hasn't really been much of an issue. Of course, there's still some bloating from just eating food in general, but overall, I don't feel fatigued. I've been getting good quality sleep. My performance in the workouts has been active. Other than that.
So this is currently towards the end of day 4. I actually went to the bathroom around 3 times today. The amount that came out was similar to the amount of if I was eating real food, going to the bathroom normally. However, the scary part is the fact that I have not been eating solid food all week. Only thing in my system has been juice. So the fact that I am even using the bathroom shows how much waste was actually built up in my system from who knows how long.
Again, my bathroom breaks are usually around the times that I eat. Around 1 bowel movement a day. Other than that, my energy levels are sustained. My performance levels are still optimal. I'm still working out at the same levels. There's a little bit of fatigue in my workouts as I am in a deficit, as I'm not normally in a deficit when I work out or when I do physical activities, but I'm still able to complete it. So that's that.
So it is currently the end of day 4 of the juice fast. We are getting ready to go to bed, but I just wanted to give a quick note that I want everything right now. I want sugar, I want candy, I want pasta, I want fucking bread, I want meat, I want steak so badly right now. Everything I want.
Side note, I've had that for dinner multiple times.
He actually had he's obviously had the
sweet
meat
potato,
before,
chicken,
sweet
hamburgers,
potato,
eggs.
anything you name it. I want all that stuff right now. So this is day 5 of the juice fast. I think this might be my breaking point. I feel like shit today. I feel empty. I feel fatigued. It's currently 9 o'clock in the morning. We just finished working out. My brother's downstairs making eggs like a bum. Obviously, I want the eggs. My patience is very low today. Yeah, I feel like I've been on a straight fast, no juice. So that's how far it's come. I'm definitely feeling the juice fast right now, and I'm craving food like crazy. But my bloating is gone, and my hunger, if that makes sense, like mentally, I want food, but hunger-wise, my body feels as if it doesn't need food. I'm thriving without it, if that makes any sense.
Good morning, yo. This is post-workout. This is just some eggs for after the workout, you know. Real simple. He's not allowed to eat it, but I am. And
Bum he is. Hey, check it out. So I'm making my juice. We got 1 batch done. Got the second one right here. 3rd batch is in this one. Making the juice right now. All the stuff is right here. Right, so day 5, making the batches. I'm making for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. We're just gonna keep it in the fridge, keep it refrigerated. But yeah, so far, I took the protein. I'm feeling a little bit better. Still a little bit fatigued. I'm still feeling it though. The hunger's definitely kicking in now. But other than that, energy-wise, mood-wise, I'm kind of uplifted almost. I feel lighter, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm not as groggy as I was before. I'm definitely more alert, more mindful, more wakeful, right? So up here is working a little. I'm more clearance basically. So yeah. So I just chugged one of the batches that I just made, right? And I realized that as I like before, I was hungry, right? I was craving food, but as I chugged it, right? The moment I chugged it, the hunger just instantly went away. I feel full. It filled my stomach up to where I no longer feel hungry, where I no longer feel like I want food, right? So on another note, I also feel very hydrated. Like I haven't been feeling fatigue. I haven't been feeling what's the word? I haven't been feeling like I haven't been feeling drowsy, and I haven't been feeling like I need water. Like I haven't been feeling the need for thirst, right? So the juice has actually been hydrating me more than water usually would. All right, so this is day 6 currently of the juice fast. Right now we are at my brother's girlfriend's baby shower, and there's a shit ton of food, honestly.
Her neighbors, not her baby shower.
Yeah, so I actually don't think I'm gonna make it. It's very tempting in there, I swear to God.
They got a lot of food. They catered it.
The food looks mad good right now.
Rice, pasta, salad, meatballs. It's all there.
Side note is Joker themed, hence the shirt. And yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We're gonna finish off the night. Let's see how long if he lasts, if he can even last the night.
Prior to this, actually, we was at his girlfriend's house, and the amount of food that her mom was making was insane.
She's really good cook, and they was tempting him, but he didn't give in.
They was offering me food. It was a mess. So yesterday, I almost broke, but I didn't. I pulled through. Today, I don't know. The cake looks bad good. They might tempt me. We'll see what happens though. So it's officially been 7 days of juicing. The last 2 days, it got real. The temptation, being exposed to so much food, the temptation was definitely up there. Would I do it again? Yes, 100%. I'm enjoying all of the benefits. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Was I hungry? Mentally. Not physically, mentally. But physically, I was sustained. I was not craving anything. There was no need for hunger. A whole week of food and I was perfectly fine. Maybe I'm just that strong, but in all honesty, it was more of a mental aspect. Mentally, I wanted the food that I used to crave.
You know, for me, the deficit was nothing new. We have done multiple ever since we started our health journey. Of course, to keep up with the workouts, the protein intake was most crucial.
Speaking of the protein intake, the Chocho powder actually, I think that's what kept me alive throughout the week. I think that it was because I was getting the satisfaction of feeling full from the protein that actually kept me pushing throughout the week. Whereas if I was on just raw juice, I feel like I would have given out a little bit more sooner.
What we learned throughout this past week has really changed our view on a lot of topics.
To start, I'm gonna tell you this, the temptation was insane towards later in the week. I wanted a break the moment I smelled the food that I was missing out on. You know what was interesting? I wasn't craving sugar, I was craving real food. I wanted the satisfaction of chewing, swallowing.
And it's interesting because from me being on a deficit, I was 100% craving sugar. Him on the juice fast, he wasn't. You'd think because he's not eating food, he'd be craving sugar, but you'd be wrong.
I realized I was craving more meat instead of sweets. I realized I was actually craving more meat than sugar. It wasn't really like, I didn't really want any sweets. I wanted more meat, chicken, steak, all of that. Kind of going back to more of a primal state, if that makes sense, in all seriousness. But I think it's just my body was used to chewing every single day, and that I wasn't doing that, and my body needed something to chew on rather than satisfaction of like the sugar mentally, like that dopamine rush. I think the dopamine rush for me during the week would have been actually chewing something and getting the tastefulness out of it, if that makes any sense.
Originally, we started the juice fast with the simple intention of losing weight as a whole. We included the protein intake because we weren't planning on losing any muscle weight, and we didn't. Of course, we were familiar with the health benefits that came with it, but we didn't believe the magic would happen solely in just 1 week. So imagine what would happen in a months-long juice fast.
He speaks like it was him on the juice fast, but yes, he is correct. And like I said before, I would 100% do it again. I feel great. I feel lighter.
For me, on my deficit, the only physical changes I noticed was in the abdomen. My stomach flattened as expected, but internally, nothing was changing.
On my end, I did lose 2 to 3 pounds. Bloating was completely gone. I usually get bloated towards the lower pelvic area, but I haven't gotten bloated there since, and it's completely flat down there. I'm also less bloated in the face, in my opinion, from what I've seen. So my face actually looks a little bit more slimmer compared to my brother's face. Sleep-wise, it remained the same. I actually got the same amount of sleep that I was when I was off the fast. I don't think it played much of a role. Definitely fasting raw compared to juicing, fasting raw definitely affects my sleep 100%. I'm up all night by like day 3. But definitely sleep-wise, that's definitely an experiment worth getting into, I think, for later videos.
For me, sleep also stayed the same. It could be a lot of factors why it didn't change, but we'll figure that one out eventually.
I mentioned previously in the week that I emptied out a lot of waste, and it's actually crazy how much I did get rid of during the fast. The fact that I still was eliminating waste, even though I haven't been eating any solid foods throughout the week, that just comes to show how much waste has been sitting in my gut from what I've been eating previously.
As for me, I've still been a little constipated, hence why I'm going to be on a juice fast next week.
Throughout the week, this is the most hydrated that I've ever felt. I wasn't thirsty, and I felt flushed out, if that makes any sense. In a good way, though. I felt flushed out to where all of the toxins I feel have been released. Not only that, but I feel like I sustained a decent amount of muscle, only getting 80 grams from the protein powder. And towards the end of the week, my physique, I feel like it pretty much was maintainable.
I noticed with him, he wasn't really complaining about hunger or his energy being low. He really only wanted food, simply for the enjoyment. When he saw me eating, he wanted it. He wanted to feel good. He didn't really want it because of hunger.
Exactly. Throughout the whole week, it was just a mental game. I was craving food, but my body did not need it. My body didn't want it. I wanted it, if that made any sense. I learned that going without food throughout the whole day was a simple task. It's actually easier than it looks once the more you start doing it. It was not giving into my cravings that was the hard part. Going without food is simple, but the moment that the mental aspect starts to kick in, that's where you start battling yourself, which is a lot of people's biggest problem. Also, being hungry is not an invitation to go towards your cravings. It's actually a sign that you are nutrient deficient, that your body needs nutrients and it's lacking them, so it's giving you a signal like, hey, come replenish me. This can either be from food, juices, or just simply water, because you might even be dehydrated. In my case, I provided my body throughout the week with the essential, with fiber, with the macros, with the protein, with the hydration, and of course the vitamins and minerals, all that came from the juice and the protein powder. Overall, I just feel cleaner on the inside. I feel like I cleansed my body. Definitely, I would have felt cleaner if I would have gone past the week, but for experimental purposes, we wanted to see what would happen in 7 days. And I definitely have more mental clarity when it comes to controlling my cravings and having more focus throughout the day.
To sum things up, it's been an interesting journey. Are we at our body goals? No, but we're getting closer.
This week gave me a better relationship with food in terms of needing it only for nutrients and energy rather than satisfying my cravings or feeling full.
So throughout our journey, we'll keep experimenting
in hopes to reach our dream physique while gaining and sharing knowledge along the way.
Remember, when it comes down to it, make it make sense, take your time, and try it out for yourself.
So if you want more nutritional guidance,
Follow for more.